makes me so happy. Gonna wear the flamingos today. Good morning, Robert. It is Tuesday, October 14th. It's the next day in the morning. It's currently, what is it, probably 6:50 a.m. He seems to be doing much better this morning, which is good. Where you go? Where are you going? Anyways, all right, fine, be that way. But he seems to be doing much better this morning. We had to take him out like every 5 to 10 minutes last night, so we were kind of concerned. And like I said, it looked like he had a couple blood clots and sometimes when he peed, but by the time it was time for us to go to bed, it looked like it was clearing up, which is good. So we're not really, sorry, let me turn the camera back around. So we're not really sure what that was about, but we're kind of keeping an eye on him. We're kind of worried we're both going to be gone today working. Hopefully he'll be okay. He was fine overnight. We thought he was going to have to pee in his kennel overnight because we're obviously not awake to walk him every 5 to 10 minutes. But by the time it was time for bed, I guess he was about done with whatever that was. But we're going to keep an eye on him and see how he does. Isn't that right, Robert? Robert? Come here. Come here, Robert. Why are you so standoffish? I figured it out. He's worried he's going to have to go in the back of his crate. He hates that. In the morning. He thinks I'm trying to put him in his crate. He usually runs away from me in the morning. It's okay, Robert. I'm sorry, but that is capitalism. I'm sorry for all the mess we're still decluttering. That's all my art, crafts, crap supply. This is my art desk because I just have a lot of crap. So we're in the process of getting all this cleaned up. But until then, this is going to be the background. And we're back over here again this morning. I've got to wash out those new containers. Here we go again. I forgot we're out of beans. So getting that container was useless. All we have is some, let's see what barbecue is left. All right then. It's slim pickings today, boys. I think I'm just gonna pop one in the microwave for breakfast because it's not really lunch worthy. I'm just gonna have to get something out, which I hate doing because it's such a waste of money buying lunch out like that, but I can't work with this. All right, still the next morning, and it's mid-morning. It's 10 a.m. today. I just stopped at CVS and grabbed me a Red Bull. I usually prefer the regular flavor, but I'll take strawberry apricot. I usually don't like the flavored ones. I swear the flavored ones just aren't as effective, you know. So I usually just get the regular Red Bull, but I like the strawberry apricot. But anyway, it's a mid-morning talk. My husband and I were really worried about our dog, as you saw. And again, sorry about the mess. We've only been there 4 months, and we have a lot of crap, and we're trying to figure out how to best utilize that space. So it might be a little bit messy in the background. Y'all saw in the first video, I kind of had the camera panned really close to what I was doing a lot because I didn't want y'all to see the mess. But I mean, it's not really a mess. It's just really, really cluttered. We're working on it. I feel like when we get more furniture, it'll be easier to, you know, declutter that space. But for now, it's going to be a little bit of a hot mess, a little bit longer. So thank you for your patience on that. Don't judge me. We're doing our best. But anyway, we were worried about the dog, but he seemed okay this morning. Seemed like he was back to normal this morning. We looked up some of the symptoms, and it seems like it could either be kidney stones or urinary tract infection or what was the other thing? I forgot the other thing my husband said it could be, but he only had blood in the stool for like half the night. Like when he started acting crazy, and then by this morning it was gone. And when he had his last accident last night, it was gone. So we don't really know what that was about. Was this, of course, a big truck parked next to me. So we're really praying it's just maybe kidney stones he was passing. That would be the best outcome for that. All we can do is watch and wait. I hate that I'm at home. Like he's gonna be at home by himself, you know, 8 to 10 hours because we're both out here working. So hopefully he'll be okay. But he seemed just fine and back to normal this morning. So hopefully he's doing okay in there. Yeah. So I don't know. I feel like I have more to say, but I don't really. I'm just sitting here taking a break, drinking my Red Bull. I thought I had something to say, but apparently I don't. Wait, no, I did have something to say. I just forgot. I couldn't remember because I was in there looking at the snacks and the Red Bull, and I remember I was going to tell you guys about me trying to lose weight again. I've gotten way too big because the last 2 years, the last 2 things I've been doing for work was being very sedentary jobs, unfortunately. And I've been kind of dodging saying this in the last video. I was saying work outside from home. Y'all, I'm just doing rideshare, Uber and Lyft because I cannot get a call back from any of the jobs I'm applying to. I don't know what's going on, but that's another rant for another day. I wanted to record the segment about my weight loss, but the first year me and my husband got married, I wasn't able to get a job from Georgia to South Carolina where we moved. And I thought I was going to get a transfer with my current job. I was doing custom picture framing. And I thought I was going to be able to get a transfer, but that fell through. So I'm like, well, shit. So I started doing freelance art, which I've been doing on and off for years. It's nice to have that as a backup for like extra income and everything. So I just kind of went full time into that. And for a while, I mean, I wasn't really rich. You know, I barely was getting by, you know, with bills I had and everything. But, you know, it worked. But then around December last year, that started drying up. And I was like, oh, you know, I was in deep dookie, for lack of a better word. And long story short, you know, I'll share all of this more in depth in another video. I'm not here to tell a story time. But basically at that time when we first got married, I lost my car. So that's also another thing. You know, I was able to work from home. I didn't have a car though. But I'm trying to figure out how to tell this without going all over the off the rails. But so basically when we moved and got married, I didn't have a job, didn't have a car. So it was kind of like, well, shit. So I started doing freelance, you know, artwork. And it was fine. I wasn't rich, but I was able to, you know, buy some things I wanted. I was making it work. It was fine. You know, it was fine. It was fine. I was content and felt very blessed to do that. But around December of last year, that started drying up. And I'm like, well, what do I do? Like, we got bills to pay in this economy. Not, you know, most of the time one person can't handle all the bills. You know, it's a bit much because my husband makes pretty decent money, but it's still, you know, in this economy, it's not enough. Because he has his own car note that he's kind of, oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. You know, we're all kind of, you know, he's kind of trapped in not the best car loan. And everything. So, but anyways, I'm disorganized. I need my caffeine. But anyway, long story short, he wasn't really able to hold down the fort by himself, you know, So when my art, you know, online freelancing started drying up, I'm like, well, shit, what do I do? So I had to scramble. I said, you know what I can do? I'm going to get a car, do rideshare and Lyft, because I researched my area and you can do okay with it. You know, you're not going to be a millionaire, obviously, but, so the person said he was making about $150 a day. You know, or more, and he got started early in the morning. So I'm like, okay, great. I'll just do rideshare until I can find a job. I'll start, you know, applying more, you know, to more places again. So I got this car that I'm in right now, and what I'm doing is rideshare, and I'm doing okay. It's just my only thing I don't like about it is just that, you know, all the miles on your car. You know, I would do it forever. If they had company cars, I would do this forever. It's really fun meeting different people, getting just meeting all kinds of people from walks of life. I meet rich people, poor people, sick people, healthy. Like, it's really interesting the amount of people you get to meet. It's a really fun job, and I feel like everybody should do it for a month just to get just a lens on the world. It's really interesting. You know, everybody's living their own lives and their own timelines and having their own problems. It's really interesting getting, I guess, a sample of just the world, basically. You're basically sampling, you know, the population. But anyway, see, I'm off topic. Anyway, the point is my freelance art was sedentary, so I gained weight doing that the first year. And then what am I doing now? Sitting in my butt all day doing this, and that's also sedentary. And you're eating, and if you're stressed out, you're stress eating. I'm a stress eater, and I'm a foodie, so that's a bad combination. This is the biggest I've ever been in my life. I don't like it. So that's basically what I was trying to tell you after getting all off track. But yeah, so anyways, say all that to say I've gained a lot of weight. And so as of this, you know, week, yesterday I started counting calories, because that's the most thing I've been the most successful with, you know, in managing my weight in the past. I've off and on the last year or two, I did a couple crash diets, because, you know, when you're ready to lose weight, you want it all off now. But, you know, that never works. You lose some weight and you backfall because it's not sustainable. So what I started doing, I said, you know what, let me just count my calories, be patient. It'll come off. It's not fun waiting, you know, months, a year, maybe a year or two for it to all come off. But I'm like, you know what? It's sustainable. There's no restriction. I can kind of eat whatever I want. You just got to obviously spend your calories smartly. And it encourages you, it automatically makes you choose healthier stuff. Because I'm like, oh, I want a donut. I'm like, well, there goes 400 calories in one thing. Is that really going to be smart? You're going to be hungry when you go to bed because you can't eat dinner because you ate 400 calories in a damn donut. That's not filling. So it kind of forces you to make smarter choices. Otherwise, you're going to go to bed hungry, and that's not fun. So I don't know what it is about it. Something about it, because it's not restrictive. You know, if I want some chips, I can have some chips. I just have to make the smart choice and say, okay, well, I can only have 1 serving of chips, not 5 servings of chips, you know. So it just really works for me. The only part about it, obviously, is that I'm not a very patient person. Because in the past, I would do, okay, we're going to eat 90% vegetables. The weight comes off fast. So I'm going to go fast for 3 days. The weight comes off fast for y'all, but you can't keep that up. So I've done that a couple times, and I'm like, you know what, let me just do it the right way, girl. Just do it the right way and be patient, you know, whatever. So if you don't do it, you're just going to be big anyway this time next year. So anyway, that's what I started doing. And I was looking around, at the Red Bulls, and I was like, I kind of want a snack, but I'm like, no, you're gonna want lunch. You're gonna have to buy lunch out because there was no more beans or whatever, or nothing for me to take for lunch, as you guys saw earlier. And I'm like, you already know buying food out is gonna be high in calories, so you better save your calories. I picked up a bag of rice crackers, the Quaker oatmeal, the rice crisps, whatever, the little rice cake things, whatever, cheddar cheese, and it was only gonna be like what, $3.90 for a small like bag about this big. About that big, and it would have been a decent snack to hold me over, but I'm like, well, if you do that, the Red Bull plus that would have been like 160, whatever, 400, probably 400 something, 400 plus calories, and I'm like, that's a whole meal for a Red Bull and some chips. So I'm like, see what I mean? It forces you to make smart choices, and I'm like, well, you're gonna be SOL tonight because you know you're gonna want dinner too with your husband. That's not gonna be fun to sit there and not be able to eat with him tonight this evening because we're watching scary movies too for Halloween. So that kind of forces you to make smarter choices. So that's what I wanted to say. I went all over the world and back to say it, but that's what I wanted to say. So let me go finish this work day. Get some more. I'm making pretty good time today. Making pretty good time today. So okay, still doing good today, but I'm taking a break. I'm coming in Walmart because, well, I actually was gonna get some Red Bulls because it's cheaper to get the Red Bulls in the store and just have them for the week instead of buying them individually at the gas station. I gotta stop doing that, but sometimes it's just convenient to grab one really quickly. I was gonna do that, but I decided, remember, I still haven't gotten the milk. It was cheaper for me to just get some milk instead of buying a case of Red Bulls. So I need to make sure I get some milk today, but obviously I can't do it right now because I'm not going home. But I'm running in here because, one, I'm going to get some lunch, and two, I'm on a semi-small mission. I want to find these little toys, these horribly painted, like stuff you would find in a dollar store called Balloony Buddies they had in here. I love this horse. I'm so sad it's deflated. I would have bought this one. Seen some things. He's seen some things. They look so bad, but they all look really, really bad. But for some reason, the bad paint job looks amazing on the horse. It is so derpy, and I want one and I need one, but our local Walmart doesn't have anymore. But I'm like, when I found one, the horse, but he was deflated. Somebody had broken it and popped its belly. So I'm like, I need this in my life. This derpy fat horse. I want to squeeze it and jiggle it, and I'll insert a clip, but it is so adorable. I just want one. So I'm like, let me go in different Walmarts. It'll be a way for me to get some cheap coffee, but like I said, I'm not going to get the Red Bulls. I decided not to do that, but one way for me to stretch my legs. I parked in a very far back. I walk all the way over there. B, I can get some lunch. Then I can look for my Balloony Buddy. It's a way for me to take a break because some days I get like really stir crazy. I'm like, I'm tired of driving. Oh, and I said, I need to give myself more breaks, like just chill. And like, that's the whole perk of doing this is you stop whenever you want to, do little errands in between it. I'm like, but I'm not taking advantage of that. I guess I feel like I need to grind it out. But I'm like, just slow down. Like, you'll be less miserable some days. Because some days I just don't feel like it. Some days I'm like, okay, let's get this bread. Let's drive. Other days I'm just like, I just don't want to freaking do this right now. And I'm just like, I'll go home early and won't make as much money as I should. Or I'll go home and try to do some art. But like I said, I'm burnt out on art. So it's not really, anyway. So I'm like, okay, well, that's a good idea. You can just a good way for me to make my breaks is to go to Walmart's. Because it's going to let me walk and I can look around, try to find these Balloony Buddies. I was like, every time I find a Walmart, I'm going to stop and look inside to see if I can find that Balloony Buddy. But I will show it to you. I'll insert a clip, but that's what I'm gonna go do. I got to be careful with the deli though, because you know that's gonna be high in calories. But I think the general rule is like 100 calories per wing or whatever. I think I looked it up when I was counting calories in the past. So I'm just gonna kind of try to make smart choices. I mean, I guess getting stuff from the deli is not a smart choice to begin with, but I'm gonna make a smart caloric choice. Those are super cute. Adorable. Wasn't sure what aisle they would be on, but I think they should be here. Here are the crappy, cheap rubber toys, and here they are. I need the horse. Where is the horse? I don't see it because it was brown. It was brown. This is tragic. The rhino's kind of funny, but the horse was just a special type of derpy that I was hoping to find. This is so sad. All right, one Walmart down, many to go. Unless he's hiding amongst. This looks pretty cleaned up right now, though it's not like it's messed up. So I think if it was here, it would be in here. I'm gonna look a little bit longer though. Wait, there's a second tray behind this one. I'm gonna look in this one. I think I see it right there. Yes, I found it. I found it. Oh my God, it's so bad. So bad. I'm so glad I looked again. Would have missed out. Is this a zebra? There's a cow. The cow's kind of funny too, but I don't know why. Something about the horse. The horse is just special. I'm gonna pick out the worst one and then mission complete. Look and see if there's any earrings that aren't as annoying as those spider ones I got from here. These are cute. Wouldn't mind those. There was some cat ones too I saw that were really cute. Let's see if they're over here because I like the spiders, but they are driving me crazy. I'd rather have another pair that I don't hate wearing so I can wear them all season. I'm gonna look through these for a minute. These are kind of cute. Something about them, it's not quite selling me though. Demonic swans. All right then. Don't know where those cats are. I mean, they probably obviously have gotten purchased by somebody. That's kind of all that's left. Maybe the bats. Or I could just say screw it because my hair covers up everything anyway. Okay, I'm back. It's so funny. I parked all the way away so I can be like away from people while I film and just so I can relax and eat my lunch. And then you come back, you're surrounded. Why is everybody parking in the back? I'm like in the most undesirable area in the whole parking lot. And then somebody parked right here next to me. And then why y'all, who are you people? Leave my kingdom. And it never fails. Walmart is so frustrating lately with the deli because one other time I went in there, maybe a couple weeks ago before I started trying to lose weight, so I wasn't really caring about calories. I went in there, it was, about the time when they make it fresh, and it was like 11 a.m., 12 p.m. And everything was out there fresh, but there was not a single person behind the counter. And I stood there, y'all, for like at least a good 6 minutes just waiting. I'm like, surely someone's gonna come out from the back. I don't think anybody was manning the station. I've never been to a Walmart deli before when nobody was at the station manning the deli area. I thought somebody always had to be there. And there were two employees across the way in the produce section. I looked over trying to look around to see, you look around and say, hey, is anybody around here? He saw me, we locked eyes, but they just kept on chatting. I'm like, that good old Walmart customer service. I ain't mad at them, Walmart is not known for their customer service. I wasn't expecting customer service, to be honest with you, but still, I'm just like, really? So I remember being frustrated that day because I wanted to stretch my legs and I wanted to go in Walmart specifically for the deli that day and then end up having to stop twice. So that's frustrating. But what I did, I went ahead and just grabbed a sandwich from the little cold bar area because as I was standing there looking at the deli, I was kind of looking at the calories. I'm like, actually, this isn't going to work out because the sides were too high in calories and the wings themselves were too high in calories. And I just figured out it wasn't really worth it. It would have been like pretty much all my calories for the day and I wouldn't have been able to eat dinner later. And that's not what we're trying to do. So I said, okay. While I was standing there, and again, nobody, there were people around the deli though. There was like one guy stocking the meat, the cold meats. And I saw a lady back there in a hairnet. There was like 3 people over in the deli area working in and behind it. But nobody came over. I stood there for like about maybe 3 or 4 minutes kind of looking at the calories while I decided. And honestly, if somebody had come over, I would have just been like, I don't think I'm going to get anything. But I might have gotten a couple wings. I don't know. But nobody came over once again. So I'm just like, you know what? Just, forget it. So I just walked away. But I didn't want to stop again, though. Like, I'm trying not to. I'm taking my breaks, but I don't want to take too long of a break. I still got to work. So I just said, let me look and see what else they have. So I just got a sandwich, a little Italian sandwich. And it's 450 calories. And it comes with, I hope, some mustard and mayo in here. So, I mean, that should suffice. I feel like 450 calories is a bit steep for this, but I really didn't want to go somewhere else. I just want to eat, stay in the parking lot, film my little vlog segment like I'm doing now, and then get on my merry way and let this day be done. But it's going by pretty quickly. I'm very happy about that. But Walmart, the customer service is not. What the hell is this? Oh, this is not ketchup and mustard. What the hell is this? It's red. What the hell is this? Because I looked at some of the other ones. One had meats I wanted. I think it was called the, not the Italian, I think it was called the New York something. And I still looked at the side of it and I saw a packet of mustard. I'm like, great, perfect. I love mustard. So I assumed they all had, what the hell is this? This better not be some kind of tomato sauce. I hate tomatoes. I don't know what this, looks like salsa. Well, that's annoying. I tell you, man, I don't think I'm coming to Walmart for lunch anymore. This is, okay, this is some of the red sauce in the picture. What is this? Oh, provolone cheese and hot pepper relish on 4 cheese bread. It's hot pepper relish. Okay, that actually might be pretty good. I fucks with it. That's fine. Not usually what I like on my sandwiches. I like mustard and mayo, but that might work. But anyway, I guess it was a semi-successful hunt. I'm so glad I checked behind because usually, on shelves they have extra stock behind the stock that's in the front. But in the second bin, I found my horse. How derpy is that? This makes me so happy. Oh, usually I would never go for anything this crappy and cheap, but something about this horse, man. It's pure love. I just love it so much. It's my new friend. It's so dumb looking. There's something about it just goes with the horse, y'all. I freaking love this thing. Oh my God. It's so fat. You squish it. You squish it. Oh my goodness. So it's adorable. So I got my little balloony buddy. He'll hang out. He'll just hang out here with me. There you go, little guy. You're my new best friend. Get your little... Oh, the arm is on the zip tie. Oh no, the zip tie cut into his arm. Let's free you. There you go. Now he has his little appendage free. A little balloony buddy. There you go, buddy. There you go. The day is pretty much a car vlog at this point. I keep just vlogging everything in the car for the most part. But I just got a notification. I just got my delivery, just got delivered by FedEx, left in our mailroom of my cabochons because I needed more of the large cabochons. I have a lot of the tiny cabochons that I'm going to use for earrings, but the bigger ones for pendants, I needed more. I didn't have that many. So I ordered 300 of them. So those got here, which is very exciting. The last thing I need to order, and I can finally be ready, you know, more ready to go with this launch. Oh, excuse me. This sandwich is kind of mid, by the way, but it is what it is. I'm just gonna scarf it down and be done with it, but definitely not worth it. Walmart is definitely out of the count for lunch options because they just keep sucking every time I go in there. But anyway, the last thing I need is I need to order 300 pendant trays, obviously, for the 300 cabochons I just got delivered today. And I also need 600 earring cabochons, cabochon trays. Like I showed you in the previous video, the little earrings. What's the last video? Did I show how many in the last video? Might be in this video. Whatever. I show you guys little peeks at my jewelry. You'll see more as these vlogs go on. But I need 600 earring trays for the earrings. So that's the last thing I need. But it's going to cost me $300 to get all those. Because they're stainless steel. For people with allergies, I want stainless steel because I have skin allergies to certain metals. And I want to make sure that nobody has a skin, allergic reaction to my jewelry. That's the last thing I need. But I'm like, $300? I spent like... probably getting close to 500 plus on this little venture, but I'm having a lot of fun and I'm really excited. I really love making these. So I really hope that I can sell them and continue to do it. We'll just have to see what happens. I'm just showing you guys a little sneak peek behind the scenes of my process. And then once the shop is ready, I'll definitely let this channel know, but we'll see. I'm so excited. I don't know why I just find them so calming to make for some reason. I love cabochons. I really got heavily into them. I really got heavily into them not too long ago. It's been like, maybe a couple years ago when I was still living in Georgia, I was just sit down and just make them for hours for some reason. I don't know why. It's just so satisfying. Something very satisfying about just finding a composition within, things and then putting a, gem on top of it and kind of framing it behind that nice little glass dome. So I'm very excited. I'm definitely going to be making some. It's going to be a lot of cabochons in these videos, but I just need to order the jewelry trays and I can probably start assembling my jewelry kits. Not kits, but jewelry sets. I'm sorry. But yeah, that just got delivered, so I'm so excited. I got to remember to stop by there and pick that up on my way in. So probably going to stop with the car chronicles, because I'm like, this probably isn't very fun to watch. I'm just sitting in my car yapping today. But I'll talk to you guys when I get home later today. Bye. This is very much a car chronicles vlog today. I'm so sorry for all the vlog footage. I'm just a talking head in the car today, but it's okay. You can hear it from... Anyway, so I pulled over... while I was working because my husband went home for lunch and he said the dog, Robert, peeing blood again. Unfortunately, the blood in his pee came back, and then he said he also threw up. So I told him it sounds like he's getting worse. So we thought he was doing better this morning when we walked him before we left for work, but it sounds like he's getting worse. So I just researched some vets, and they said they have openings for 3:30 p.m. today or 3:30 p.m. tomorrow. So I said, well, hold on. I got to call my husband and ask him when he can get off so I can, kind of do whatever. I'm kind of flexible. So he has to ask his boss. And I'm like, okay, well, I spent 30 minutes, researching vets and calling the initial call. You got to take it from here because I got to get back to work myself. So I guess we'll see if we're going to take him today or tomorrow. He has to ask his boss. He has to ask his boss if he can get off today, I guess. And obviously ask for permission to get off early tomorrow to take the doggy to the vet. So we hope it's nothing wrong with Robert. He does have that little growth on his lip. I want to get that chopped off. But, vets are so expensive now. When I had my diabetic cat, and when I had the Chihuahua I rescued, you'll hear about the stories for another day. But it seemed like, in the past, years, you would take the animal to the vet, and sometimes it's 100, sometimes it's only like 90, sometimes it'll be 200. You know, it would vary. But when I had my cat in the last couple of years, it seems like every single time I take an animal to the vet, it's $400 every single time. Every single time it was like $400 just for like anything. It was getting like ridiculous, honestly. And we were wanting to take Robert to the vet to get that removed, but I already know, like, if they have to put him under, it's going to be like approaching $1,000, y'all. I already know. You know, it's very expensive. It's not that we don't want to do it. It's just we don't have the money. So, and it didn't seem like it was bothering him. It wasn't an urgent thing. So we were kind of waiting to get his little lip thing removed. I'm sure you've seen it in the videos, or it'll pop up in future videos. Just like he has a little, I call it a little punching bag. I'll kind of hit it like, hey, let me touch your little punching bag, and I'll go. It's like just a little wart, or not a wart, but it's like just a little, you know, those old dogs get those little like growths on them. He has one on his little lip, and it kind of hangs down a little bit. But I want to get it taken off so bad, but it's just, you know, money, y'all, in this economy. But hopefully we can get that done soon. But obviously the bleeding and stuff, the pee is pretty urgent, so we're gonna try to get him in there. We really can't afford it, but you know, got to take care of your fur baby. So we're gonna try to get him in there today or tomorrow. So I guess I'll ask Christian what the verdict is later on. I'm gonna get back to work, but that is a update on Robert. Hopefully he'll be okay. Hopefully it's just a UTI or you know, a kidney stone or something he's passing, but we'll find out at the vet. So, all right. The package arrived. Now this is a package. It's very substantial. This is what I wish the jewelry tray box looked like. It's a very big box. Putting my hand here for security, but I'm so excited to open this. Just got back home. We have Robert a vet appointment for 3:30 today. It is currently 2:47, so I'm gonna go walk him really quick, and then I'm gonna open this bad boy. Yay! It's big. It's nice and big. Oh yeah. It's just more of these big ones, like I said. I need big ones for pendants and then these tiny ones for earrings. So I just needed more of these big ones because I have a lot of these tiny ones. So like I said, the last thing I need to order is 300. Oops. Oh, well, they just went everywhere. All right, that's fine. 300 of these for the pendants to rest inside of. And I need 600, which will be double the quantity of these for the earrings to go inside of. But to order 300 of these big pendant trays and then 300 of these smaller ones would cost, it's gonna cost like $300. So then I'm gonna have to wait for a little bit on that. But in the meantime, I'm just gonna be a little necklace factory and just make more of the actual settings. And then when I'm able to, I'll get some more, and then we'll be off to the races with this jewelry shop. I'm so excited. I can't wait. I love making these so much. So this is my current obsession. Yeah, when he pees, just got home, I took him out to pee, but when he pees, at first it was all just pee, but like the last end of it is blood, and then, you know, when they do like a little second or third squirt, that was also blood. So I'm gonna get him taken in today and checked out. Gonna be okay, buddy. Gonna see what the vet says. He seems pretty okay, honestly. Aside from that, he's not really acting weird. Last night he was acting weird and being like frantic and pacing, I guess, because he had to keep going to the bathroom urgently. But other than that, he's acting pretty normal. He's like excited and pulling and sniffing like he usually does. And it doesn't seem to hurt him. I don't know. Like, I'm really excited to open the box, but on second thought, the messiness, just all the clutter that we have sitting around right now is driving me insane. I'm actually gonna clean up for a little bit, and then maybe I'll open the box when we get back. So there's just stuff everywhere that's not supposed to be there. It looks like this apartment looks a hot mess. So actually I'm gonna work on that, and I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. I'm gonna do that until Christian gets here. He should be here any minute, so just gonna straighten up some for my sanity, so when we get back from the vet, I can just kind of do what I want without feeling stir crazy about the mess. All right, vet time. All right, yes we do. To the vet, Robert.
To get broke.
Yeah, for real. Out the way! We got a doggy to take. Wee woo, wee woo.
I'm gonna wait.
Ah! Because you had them for a long time. They were lifetime pets. Waiting on the doctor. Probably hears other animals. Like one of those Animorph books, dog to dog. These are the estimates we got. We're just doing the top 3, I think, which is just the urinary, obviously the medical exam, and then the 2 urinary things to see what's going on. But that's the big total. She said if we run like complete blood work and everything, but the wallet is empty. So we're starting with the small fries first, and then if we need to, we'll go on to the bigger
Fish.
My flamingo earring just came off. It just broke. No! But I was just about to do an update for Robert. The vet bill was $220. We just got some antibiotics for his bladder, and antibiotics and painkiller. And obviously with the exam and the urinalysis, it was like $220. So, but the good news is they don't think there's going to be any. They don't think there's going to be any. Let me turn the camera around. I think there's going to be any kind of blockage, thankfully, because she didn't see any crystals in his blood and his urine sample. So he seems to be in the clear. Other than that, he has some ear inflammation, might be an ear infection, but obviously we ain't rich like that. We're not rich, we broke. So we're gonna have to come back for that. But thankfully his ears aren't bothering them. They just seem a little bit, inflamed. They got some bacteria, so we'll have to get that at some point. And I kept asking her, asked her like 3 times for a quote to remove his little punching bag. And she still did not give us a quote for that. I just kind of gave up at this point. We first came in, I said, quote for his punching bag, his little lip nodule. She said, okay. Came back again. Oh, can we get that quote for the punching bag? Then last visit, can we get that quote for the punching bag? Still no quote. So I guess she's like, they ain't even got no money to run all the chemical, to run the full blood panel. I ain't giving them no surgery quote. That's probably what she was like. I ain't wasting my time writing up a quote for that. But that was still frustrating. So we can know how much to save up for the punching bag. Am I right?
Yeah.
Like, give me the quote so we can maybe come in. Do you want the money or not? That's his bad business. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. That's cool. So I'm by Panda Express, then we're going home. I think Robert wants some. He's poking his head out. Drive-through waiting. Drive-through waiting. Drive-through waiting. Food! The food has arrived at the drive-through waiting.
Drive-through
Waiting. Ah, my gosh. Ah. Okay, I got it. Onward, Lancelot. Onward, Lancelot. I do appreciate the architecture of this Panda Express because so many buildings now are just that modern, plain, annoying. But look how it has a little bit of Asian influence there. It actually looks cool for once. The little panda right there. Oh my God, you're so cute. Aww, it's a mama and the baby. There we go. I want to get the bag open, but they had what was it? Sesame shrimp and beef. But we were going to order that. We wanted to try it, but they were sold out. So, but is this mine or his? Yeah, this is mine. I really like their rice and noodles, but I usually get the noodles most of the time. But I'd noticed on the chart, like if you get noodles, it adds 400 calories or something, or 600 calories. Where if you get the power greens, there's only 130 calories. I'm like, well, I'm probably busting my leftover calories for the day out the water with the meat already. So I'm like, well, obvious choice is getting the 100 calorie power green. So I have like 1,000 calories left for the day, and this actually should be fine, especially with this is probably 400, and then 100. So probably just hitting it. So that's dinner, and then I'm gonna edit this vlog, and that'll be it for today. I'm gonna start little Robert on his antibiotics, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Oh wait, no, it's not bye. I gotta open this still. Well, I'm gonna open this, so I'll be back in a minute actually, and I'm gonna edit the vlog. Just a little smidgen. Just a little smidgen. Is that a smidgen? Well, this is how my detached flamingo earring looks. It's just kind of sitting there like that. Nice.
Sister Barnes, I think we should listen to our super neat and thoughtful host.
All right, movie's done, bellies are full. Let's open this bad boy. All right, a nice aerial view. It's the cement. Oops. You know what I realized we were eating though? I forgot to go by Hobby Lobby. I had to go by Hobby Lobby. We'll try again tomorrow. I just thought that was kind of funny. All that fussing I did yesterday about not going to Hobby Lobby. And instead, Michael's. Whoops. Yep, whoops indeed. All right. Ooh, so they're like each in little containers. So this is not the same. I didn't order from the same company I did last time for these because of all the price increases and partly tariffs, they went up. But it was cute how they packaged them. They had like their newspaper from over there, and they kind of wrapped them 2x2. Very nicely packaged. So I'm very curious how this new company packaged them. This is all I have left from the old batch. Not that many. So I needed some more because like I said, this takes like When you order from wholesalers overseas, it takes about, took almost just about a month to get here. And I think when I ordered the ones last time, they took like a month and a half, if not 2 months. It takes a long time, so you got to order ahead. But let's see how they package these, because usually it's a good idea to check them to make sure, everything arrived. You're always going to have some damaged ones, obviously, but I'm curious to see the quality. They had like the same photos as the other ones, so I don't see why they wouldn't be that great, but let's check them out. Oh, they look good. See, the first one already has a chip in it. They didn't, it might not even show up once you put it on top of something, but there's a little chip in that one, scratch. But, oh, here we go. It's another one. This one also has a scratch. I have a feeling a lot of these are going to have scratches because just the way they threw them in a bag like this. But I'm sure most are fine. Yep, that looks good. Seems like a lot of them, I feel like there's like imperfection in each one. The other ones, there was, they didn't have, just the first one I pulled out that didn't have some kind of scratch. Nope, there's a scratch on that one. I mean, you're probably not going to see it once you put it over an image, but it's the principle of the matter. So far, each one has a scratch of some kind. I mean, as long as it's not egregious. Yep, there's a chip on that one. I mean, it should be fine. This one, oh my God, the first blemish-free one. We have a winner. But yeah, they look like the exact same as the other ones seem to be. Oh, these are thicker. Look at that. See how this one's a little thicker? I thought it would be the exact same. They look like they use the exact same photo, but this one's actually a little thicker. Wow, let me see how that's gonna look on top of a image. What can I get? Wonder if that affects the clarity at all. No, it doesn't seem to. It's a little bit fatter though. Interesting. Huh. I thought they would be the exact same. But some people make the exact same thing, but they just sell it under a different name. Oh, I guess they actually are different. This one has something crap on the back of it. What the heck? That should come off with some acetone though. But yeah, by and large, I don't know. I'm gonna have to look through some of these. I'm gonna look through this first box, and if there's too many that have all these blemishes on them, I might say, hey, a lot of these arrived damaged. Where's my partial refund at? This many should not be damaged, Let me take some of these with the chip and see how badly it shows up. Let's see, look at that. That right there is a chip. Maybe it'll come off with acetone. Maybe it's just a blemish. Feels like a chip though. Let's see what it looks like. Where's that piece of paper again? Yeah, you can kind of see that. I'll have to... I don't know how I feel about... I mean, all I can do is take some acetone to it and see if there's something that'll come off, but it feels like a chip. We'll have to see. Obviously, I'm not going to do that on camera for you guys to death, but that's what it looks like. We got one... Oh, there's more underneath here in the bottom. Order 300. Oh, no, it's just padding. So it's 2 bags of each. Oh, that's 50, so they're in bags about the 50. So 50, 50, 100, 200, 300. Yep. Well, let's hope they're all in one piece. Let's see. At least gonna check the initial, make sure there's like no major chips. They definitely could have packaged these better. A little bit more tender loving care like the other company. The other company, their price had gone up way too much with the added tariff and everything, so. Could not order from them again, sadly, because I really thought it was cute how they wrapped them in newspaper by twos. It was very thoughtful. But yeah, I'm just gonna go through these and take a quick looky-see. Looks good. Smells very, I don't know, I guess warehousey. Anyways, I'll check this last box, but that is for real the end of this vlog. I don't really have anything else to report. I'm just gonna go edit today's vlog, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. And my fingers don't got ashy too. Don't look at them. Do not perceive them. And we burn brighter than the sun. Oh my gosh. But we what was I gonna say? The pain medicine needs to be taken twice a day, and we're gonna start that tomorrow because obviously we don't have time to start it today. So I'm gonna make him. We needed some kind of food enticer to make so he can eat. So he can eat when he want. When we. I can't talk. So he'll eat when we want him to. So I'm gonna make some kind of some broth with some bacon to make it a little flavor enhancer. So he'll eat on command with his medicine. So I'm gonna work on that, and that is for real the end of the freaking vlog. Good night. Yummy bacon water. Doesn't look like much, but to a dog, it's gonna be amazing. He already came over here running because you smell it, don't you? You smell it on my fingers? Well, fear not, you'll have some tomorrow morning. Or tonight if I take pity upon you. Bacon water. Bacon water. Bacon water. Bacon water. Bacon, bacon, bacon water. Yeah, we had some slow-cooked boiled bones from some soup we had a while back. We saved them because he really liked them. They make really, really good. It made really, really good free treats for him, basically. So I put those in the freezer so they wouldn't get rancid. And just been feeding them to him on and off. Whenever he wants a treat, we just give him a little frozen bone. But I'm like, what if I put it in the bacon soup, the bacon water? So for extra infusion, this is just chicharron fat. So that's really going to flavor it. So now it's extra flavorful, and he should gobble up his medicine and food on command. But for real, the third and final good night. Good Lord. I don't even know why people don't care about bacon water updates, but I'm showing it anyway because I can. Because I can. Here he comes. You smell it, don't ya? Yes, smell it, don't ya? I was watching my previous video really quick, like for the final check. Before I upload it wherever I'm gonna upload it at. And I noticed a spider going down the cabinet behind me in the background. To come, look right here. You'll see a little streak going down. It might not show up on the. It's not gonna show up on the. It might not show up on my phone. There it is. There it is. Look, it's descending. And I was so unaware. That is so funny. Oh my God. Spiders are so freaking sneaky.